everybody, Amanda and Mr. Oz is here eating his oatmeal this Saturday morning. We hope you are doing well. And today I want to talk about hormonal parrots. This is no fun, but anybody that's a parrot owner is going to run into this no matter what, no matter how well you do with your birds, you're probably going to run into this at some time. So I'm going to try to give you some tips, skills on how to keep your bird not so hormonal. Okay, Ozzie here is not very hormonal. We are very lucky with that. The main thing he does is he tries to nibble on your fingers. When he starts that, we know what's going on. So we try to nip that in the bud, and as soon as this starts, I find another activity for him. I get him off of me, whoever he is on, and he starts doing that too. We get him off of them and just get him onto another activity, and he snaps right out of it. So we're very thankful for that. So if your bird is showing nibbling of the fingers, this means that this is their way of showing you that is a hormonal behavior, and you may not know that. But just stop that right then and get them onto another activity. Play with them. Do not punish them. Do not discipline them for this, because they are a wild animal. This is natural for them. Every one of us is hormonal in some way. So you just kind of have to find a way to help that and not hinder. Because if you punish them, just like with the umbrella cockatoo, I always talk about how emotional they are. This is not going to go well, because if they know they've ticked you off, and that's a no-no, it's going to happen more often. So you just act like nothing has happened, remove them from the situation, and get them on to something else. Another one is regurgitation. Ozzie's only done this one time for me, and this was way back whenever we first got him. So at that point I was a little, because I had never had it happen before, but I knew what that meant because of all my research. But I just got him, cleaned up the mess, and then we just went on about our business, and it's never happened again. So just I think the main thing is, do not freak out when this happens. Do not be like, oh my gosh, stop, or no, or anything like that, because they can read that. They can pick up on that. Because with Ozzie, with us just not reacting and removing him from those situations, we don't have a problem really whatsoever. It's just occasionally the nibble of the finger or something, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I know what's going on. Let's go ahead and get that. But another thing, this can actually cause your bird to be hormonal, especially umbrella cockatoos. This is why I always tell you only pet on the head and the neck and no lower. Well, the umbrella cockatoo, if you start to pet them, they're going to automatically raise that wing, because they want you to pet under that wing. Do not pet under that wing. That is going to cause them to be so hormonal. And of course, that's what they want. That's their nature. But don't do it. Just leave that alone. Only pet on the head. If they do start to do that, you could still pet on the head. But even if Ozzie, luckily, obviously, Ozzie's other family didn't do that either. So we were very lucky in that sense. But if they do start to do that, I would just remove them from that situation as well. And this can be really hard in one-person households with a parrot, I feel like. Because if nobody else was in this household, I know Ozzie would become really, really attached to me. So if you are in a one-person household, do not let your parrot become so attached to you that they are aggressive or become hormonal over you. This is why I love getting Ozzie out, taking them to a park, or just getting them around other people, and letting them know that you're not the only human, you're not their human, they're just your pet. So you really need to think about that. And I know it's easy if you're a one-person household and you have that bird to just love on them all the time and cuddle them. But just don't do that for the bird's sake. I mean, have a good relationship with them, but do not cause your bird to be hormonal, because this has to be so frustrating for them. And I feel like this is why a lot of these parrots are probably aggressive and may bite and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Let's try not to make our birds hormonal. And your diet. I know you get tired of hearing me say this, but diet is so important. Diet can help behavior. Diet can help hormones. So just stick to that healthy diet, and this is going to help the overall health, well-being, attitude, behavior of your parrot. So just keep that healthy diet in mind. And I was trying to think, there was something else. Oh, nesting. Okay, this is really important too, and I hope all of you do this anyway. But clean your bird's cage every day. I clean Ozzie's cage every evening. I make sure everything's out of it. Just clean it for the day. Because if you leave like toys, like he's always got toys that he tears up during the day at the bottom of his cage. Well, if he wanted to, he could go down there and make that a nest, especially with like some of the newspaper and stuff I leave in his foraging. He can make a nest out of that, and that is not going to be a pretty thing. I mean, and this is going to make them cage aggressive, and you do not want a cage aggressive parrot. So do not leave anything in that cage for them to make a nest out of. One day I had left his cage too close to the window, because I always leave him in front of the window so he can see the sun, and he seems to really enjoy this. But if you do that, make sure your curtain's not close enough, because that one day my curtain was just in his beak's reach. So he had made a perfect nest of my curtain in the bottom of his cage, and I came in and I was like, oh no, because I thought, oh, we're going to have an aggressive cage aggressive parrot. This is not going to be good. But luckily I had caught it that day that it happened, and I just took that curtain right out. How he did that without hurting my curtain, I have no idea, but I'm so thankful he did. So I just took the curtain out, acted like it never happened, did not scold him, did not discipline him, and he acted like it never happened. So just be really mind conscious of how you're talking to your bird and how you're treating and disciplining your parrot. And he's going to go down to the floor now, so I probably better get off here. But just keep all these things in mind. And the main thing is, do not discipline. Act like nothing happens and get them on to that next activity. And this helps keep your parrots busy, keep them engaged, and I think that will help you as well. Okay, Mr. Ozzie is going on a walk here, so I definitely need to keep an eye on that. So you all have a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you all. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, share our videos. And we are going to go look at some fall leaves today and take some videos. So hopefully that will be coming out tomorrow. But you all have a good day, and we will see you next time.